Transforming public finance is a journey, one shaped by collaboration, innovation, and shared learning. Across the continent, new experiences and innovations continue to emerge, each offering valuable lessons for strengthening transparency and revenue systems. Experts and partners explore the future of digital public finance, examining the strategies and partnerships needed to scale innovation across Africa.
The dashboard covers development partners funding activities, government funding activities, NGO, and of course the dashboard also track the monitoring and evaluation of national development plans.
Emerging technologies also enter the conversation. Artificial intelligence offers powerful opportunities but also demands responsible governance.
Because also when you talk about technology, you see, it's smartphone ownership, or those who have smartphone, those who can say they can be able to go to internet and be able to see most of the information that's provided, the digital platforms. Around half of the population in Kenya, that's 49.1%, can access that or own a smartphone. So you might find the numbers could be higher on those who can access internet.
In the PFM space, we have different products. We've got the basic accounting system, which deals with payments. And then we also have, on the procurement side, we have CSD, which is a suppliers database, as well as the e-tenders, which is an e-procurement tool. So all of these tools are kind of fragmented, and there's very little integration between them. So this brings in a lot of inefficiencies because you're not able to do cross-cutting analytics among the data that you get in all the systems.
Now, I would say that systems are supposed to give us efficiency. Now, the other leg of systems is also to bring transparency and accountability also. When you have systems only trying to exchange data based on need to exchange databases, then you have a lot of fragmented systems because there's a lot of egos in that space.
Even when they have the technical capabilities, in many cases, they are not necessarily able to negotiate with the other entities in the way that the Ministry of Finance can. So if the Ministry of Finance takes on that role of really stewarding how the data exchange process is going to be, we do see that there is scope for a lot of innovation and for a lot of efficiency gains to be found by improving the way that data exchange or data sharing happens within government.
When I look at the PFM perspective in relation to Tanzania, one of the things which we need to achieve now, because this thing, everybody, if you ask on the future of PFM, you hear AI or emerging technology. It's not true. It's not true. Because when you look at it, we are not there yet in 5-10 years. Because we still need very comprehensive models which will be running those things that we are wishing to have.
AI isn't coming. AI is already here, right? And if we look at it from two lenses, one is who determines the rule of the game, the rules of the game, right? African leaders, scientists, they also need a seat at the table, right? In terms of our demographics, our culture, our needs, our challenges, they are quite unique. One. Secondly, in terms of the kind of systems that we develop or procure, they have to be modular. They have to support API-driven frameworks. They also have to enable seamless data integration.
With new insights and renewed partnerships, the journey towards stronger, more transparent public finance systems continues.
In terms of implementation of ICT solutions, we have to start from the users themselves. So most of the solutions that are driven by the user, being the people now, they are actually successful. And as Africa, if we drive solutions that we develop from the people perspective, going all the way from the process, then policy, then we do technology last, we'll be able to be successful in terms of implementation of ICT and PFM ICT tools.
But with DPI, in theory, you should be able to get something like a single source of truth or real-time visibility without necessarily requiring that everyone do the identical thing, because we all know that the identical thing is not possible. once you get down to the actual local level.
As we look to digitize the public finance, we should not forget technology should not necessarily be a goal, but rather look at technology as a tool to ease what you are doing. Remember, if you have a faulty business process and you build a software, you build a system on the faulty business process, the system will be as faulty as your business process.
It's a great experience. It's always good to interact with colleagues from other countries and know what has worked in their countries and how we can adopt some of those ideas in our country and enhance PFM reform process, because obviously instead of reinventing the systems, it's good to always adopt test systems. And through these kind of forums, you know what has worked and what has failed. It's easier to make that transition, and adopt those systems that have worked, so as to help accelerate our PFM reform instead of starting from scratch.
Looking at the various presentations, I believe as a nation we need to integrate our systems for data uniformity, to have accuracy, and for easy access of some of this information, and that we need to also motivate our young programmers on ground to work and do the work for us instead of going outside and hiring people to come and do this thing for us.
We know digital PFM reforms are not easily implemented, are not reforms that can be implemented in 1 or 2 days. These are reforms that requires long-term commitment, long-term resources, and we hope that we will be able to convince our authorizers, our permanent secretary ministers, and our governments to support us in these digital PFM reforms, and to also collaborate among member countries so as to actually avoid reinventing the wheel.
There's usually a uniqueness about the African countries. So my take home is that it's doable. The only thing is the challenges that we experience from each and every country. It means it's something that we can learn from each other, and even how to overcome the challenges that we as African countries encounter on a day-to-day basis.